People don't talk about that one as much though.
yeah, for some reason.
That's the messed up part, man. It's like you lost week 1, you lost the week before, and then you beat him that one. But it's just like Evo Japan, that was the more important one.
That one didn't have the camera cut in of him holding the 4 up and everything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here we go. This is Nee trying to make his statement here on this bracket.
All right, let me talk about Hungry Peruvian a little bit because I met this guy over at Boston a couple weeks ago. Mainstay of the Boston scene, one of the new younger guys, plays Azucena. And he's like one of their top guys, you know. Like they got some strong guys up there these days. Like Tenno playing on the Horong as well, gives that guy a run for his money. So, but you're playing a Tekken, playing a man that's on top. You know, definitely on the Tekken Mount Rushmore.
I mean, I don't think you're gonna find too many people.
Like not even transcending like GOAT status. You know, if you think about a Tekken Mount Rushmore, that guy's probably on it, right?
You're not gonna find too many people, I think, that would disagree with that statement.
Yeah.
Well, unless you know something I don't. Like, what are you trying to say?
Well, we got rocking the Bryan right here, Peruvian rocking the Azucena.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how Hungry Peruvian kind of approaches this too, right? This Bryan character in this iteration of the game as well, he's so threatening in mid, has so many tools in mid-range too, and he's able to close the gap in a way so much faster than it feels like he was able to before. How can he position Azucena into that mid-range and be able to try to get some of her mix-ups going with the way her stance transitions and pressure works?
Azucena, this character, I think, doesn't get talked a lot in Season 2. Like, Season 1 came out super strong at the gate, got nerfed a bunch. Season 2, I think she's got a lot of interesting changes, especially in terms of her combo routing and other ways of getting into stance and forcing that Liberator stance pressure.
Yeah, she's definitely one of these characters that they slowly kind of tuned more and more into being a Tekken 8 character.
Well, I think she came out of the gate as a Tekken 8 character, but it's like they turned her into something. I feel like she was very boring in Season 1. She was effective and boring, but in a boring way. I think she's way more interesting as a character to watch in this game because of the other ways of getting into stance pressure.
Yeah, they definitely lean way more heavily in the stance pressure and stance transitions.
Peruvian gets himself away from the wall, spends the heat smash, backswing blow. I think that thing backsteps so quickly. It can get out of a lot of interesting scenarios. Doesn't finish the second hit because he wants to keep him close to set up the kill scenario just like that.
Yeah, it feels like compared to maybe some other characters with some really aggressive backswing blows like Raven or Drag, hers just gets back so far so quickly that you almost always have to keep it in mind if a player shows you that they're willing to go in the minus frames and then just let it rock like that. You almost have to play with a little sense of anticipation on it.
I mean, like, new character that just came out, Fakaram, he tries to force the Rama stance stuff. She can
get out of dodge.
Everything.
She can get out of dodge.
So a lot of times you just have to cancel it and just see if she's going to do it or not.
I'm glad you brought that up. There's definitely some character-specific escape routes on those kinds of setups in those scenarios.
But Nee taking that third round very convincingly. Nee's such a scary guy to go up against. Like, he's like learning about you with every round. Feels like the more rounds they could go, he could figure out your social security number. I think just from your Tekken play sometimes, man.
He's gonna walk away knowing my pin number and everything.
Yeah, the way you play Tekken, oh, you're a Sagittarius. But Hungry Peruvian trying to get something going right now. I like the stance stuff, but gets one bad running 3-2. That's one of the big changes to that move they gave it in Season 1. The second hit doesn't come out on whiff.
And then Nee sidestep on the burst. He tried to cancel. It didn't even matter at that point.
I think the side... obviously hindsight, we're in the booth here watching. I feel like the sidestep wasn't big enough. I think the heat burst might not have whiffed there, but that's like the worst situation up close. Now that they've nerfed a lot of the tracking on the heat burst, sometimes just that one poor heat burst up close, you're like, I'm going to cancel it, and I really hope his reactions aren't good enough to see it. You know?
It feels like that's the play on the back end, right? Now it's like, I got to cancel and pray.
You can force out bad heat bursts now that they nerfed the tracking on a lot of them. I believe that was Tenno coming on stage trying to coach him. And I feel like, Hungry Peruvian, he didn't do a bad job trying to play that slow game, but it feels like, sometimes you're trying to play the style of ball with somebody that invented it, And it's just like, sometimes you just got to, force the mix.
It's like Nee just got higher return options out of that game. Yeah. It wasn't like like you said, he didn't play it poorly or anything like that. He was able to score a lot of hits.
Yeah, I feel like maybe you got to go for the higher risk Liberator options, like the sweep. Just to force him to try to duck in certain situations.
Yeah, and immediately Hungry Peruvian going with the non-jailing high strings that she has, and Nee showing him why that's not the best idea.
Yeah.
I'd anticipate maybe he try to go for lean a little bit more heavily on her mids and mid-string extenders.
Peruvian trying to fight his way back at the wall.
No, Nee is boxing him, man. Micro step to the right. Any slight advantage like that, jab string, working it in. Got you on the wall. Super active heat smash. Please try to back away. Okay.
Try to
the
go
side
for the sidestep punch.
The sidestep hook. Power crush on through the mid. Kicker in the head. Just like that. Knee. Hungry Peruvian. What's your answer?
Another one.
I like him working the one jab there a little bit, but knee, just like the patience, man. Just had the just vision on that just to make that step. And he's been able to get good return on it every time, like you said.
Yeah, I appreciate Peruvian staying down after the wall combo. Didn't want to tech into a taunt setup. Willing to take the hit on the ground. All right, we're in heat. We got the enhanced liberator stuff.
I like him paying attention to these lateral movement too. You saw him go with the forward 4 engager there. 1-2 punish, the haymaker. Down back 3, this time going with the mid extension out of back turn stance.
Another walk though, but recovered crouching, so managed to get away with his life.
You saw him doing the back turn counter too. All that just to get lifted. Taunted at the wall, activate.
1-2. He didn't need to do all this. He could have just ended it with the up forward.
He did need to. It wasn't for you. It's for me. It's for him. He did it because he wanted to do it. Testing with one jab. Start trying to work the cannonball straight here. Running 3, Hungry Peruvian finally leverages that sweep.
I really wish he would have brought it out earlier though. Now it's like a do or die kind of situation.
Yeah.
Get knuckle whip. Back to 4. Should get the wall easy here.
Hey.
Which way are you going to tech? Die now or die later? It's die now.
Bloody war with the flames after.
Check with the jab. He still got a little bit of that heat timer. Trying to get that punch
Had the step,
parry.
and like you said, that situation wasn't quite enough. He had the right idea, though. One jab. Testing with the lows. Mid dispensers. That's knee. Moving on.
Yep. And, you know, both games, just like the